Hi everyone.
Hello.
Missed me?
Nat is back, so I feel more complete.
I feel whole again.
Yeah, it was too long. I've been holding down the fort.
Yeah, she's been holding down the fort. I was making some chads.
Before anything, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right over there. I believe it is.
The post notification bell.
Subscribe to us. Let's stay connected.
Usually we're talking about how is it to move to a different country,
Yes.
how it's like to adjust to a new country, what are the things you need to get used to, you need to change, you need to learn. It's mainly focused on the side that is doing the move.
Makes sense. You're making the move. I understand. He understands.
What about the other side? About the person that sits at home all day long? Some pretty big things that the other side, the side that you're moving to, has its own struggles and have its own issues with the process, problems and things you need to overcome or just to prepare.
We want to talk about the things to expect when you're the receiving partner.
Exactly.
So, number uno.
Expect breakdowns.
A decent amount of them. 40.
A week. Have to be prepared for breakdowns. It doesn't matter how well things are going. They are going to come. There's going to be this small thing that's going to trigger this chain reaction.
Go to his parents' house for dinner, and the thought of your family gets you emotional. And for the next 4 days, you're homesick, you miss your family, and it all just
Pours out.
Ignite the breakdown.
You just have to know that this is going to come. Happen no matter how well things are going, and it's going to come in the weirdest times you will never imagine, but it's just going to come. You have to be patient. You have to know that it's there for a reason. Our struggle was that in the beginning, Natasha would never even tell me what's going on. Why is she having those breakdowns?
Crying over ketchup, it's hard to explain how that's connected to your dog.
Ketchup you put on a hot dog.
And Sweet Pea loves hot dogs. And I can't see Sweet Pea anymore right now. And I just want Sweet Pea. The breakdowns are going to come. You just got to accept them with open arms. Numero duo.
You are not going to have any time off. You got to expect that. You got to wait for that. You have to know this is going to come. You want to be there for your partner. Your partner is going to go through a big struggle. Okay? Even if it's an amazing place and it's an amazing city or a beautiful country, it doesn't matter. The struggle is going to be there. So you're going to have to
adjust.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Listen, you're going to be able to see your family or to see your friends, but in the beginning, I think in the first year, came with me every time I went to see one of my friends.
I went everywhere with him. I was like those...
Even to job offers. She would come with me, sit in the car.
I'm usually not that bad.
She's a super independent woman.
The first time I was here, I was so needy. I just needed him. I was just clinging onto him for everything. So he didn't really have much time off.
You're not a leash, baby.
Where are you going? I'm coming.
Which leads us to the next point.
Don't baby them. This was the problem. He didn't know what to do. Mental breakdowns, everything, and you were just doing everything you could.
Yeah.
And turned into like this little infant that needed to be like hand-fed.
Of course, you're gonna have to do a lot. They have no language. They have no
culture.
Yeah, the finances as well.
In the beginning, I wanted him to go everywhere with me because I was like, scared and I didn't know what to do. After, when I started to go on the train to Tel Aviv, went to the market, I developed more independence and I became more secure in myself. Once you kind of saw that, you backed off.
I did.
And let me
do your thing.
Yeah.
It takes time.
You want your partner to come to your country and be an independent whole person. I mean, you don't have to play totally hard on that. The less babying you do, the easier it will be in the long run for them to feel more at home. Number 4.
As we said, all those points connect. There's a few key points, but one of them is most definitely patience. These are not changes that happen in overnight. These are not changes that happen in over a week or a month. And the mistakes are going to repeat themselves a lot of times. Have to be patient.
I don't know how he didn't buy me a one-way ticket home. Because if I was him, I would have been after a couple days, here's the ticket. There's the airport. If it's meant to be, it will come back.
We had our moments and we had times that we really came close to listen if it's just not gonna work, if nothing is like making you feel like comfortable or happy here,
Yeah.
then it's just there's no point. I already gave every drop, and I know she did too. It was just a situation, just takes out a lot of things out of you. The process itself, the visa, throughout the visa process, it was not easy. You just have to be patient.
Number 5.
Put the time in. Don't think that because you have, this attraction between you guys and you have good dynamics, or oh, she's here or he's here, everything is fine. No, work starts. To be honest about it.
If you're someone who's a workaholic and spends long hours at the office until 9, 10 o'clock at night, for example, you're gonna have to make some changes.
Yes.
Oh, your partner is sitting, waiting, literally sitting and waiting for you.
My line of work, I pick up my workers at around 6 in the morning. When I have really stress or like push days, I can come home at like 7, 8, 9 p.m. I sit down and think that my sweet baby sits at home all day long, doesn't have anyone else to connect on that level. After a while, it gets to you.
Seeing each other properly for like weeks or months leaves a mark on the relationship.
For sure.
So
you have to make sure you schedule your work so you can spend time together. You just have to make sure that you put the time in for both. But now I'm talking to my side.
Put the time in.
Put the time in.
Do it. Number 6.
One thing you're gonna have to remember, and this is something that took us time to get to this point and help and
Therapy.
Yeah, therapy to understand there's one key thing in this whole process is that your partner's happiness is not up to you.
Which sucks. It's a lot easier to
blame.
to blame him because I'm not happy with myself or my situation than to actually do something about it and make a tough decision. You're gonna make tough decisions, yes or no. Either way, you're going to give up something that you didn't want to. You gotta answer it, or else you'll just be this like miserable sack of potatoes. Your happiness is not up to your partner. He was doing everything he could to make me happy, taking me there and here and go over there. Let's go there. Let's do this. And at the end of the day, I wasn't happy. I wanted to be with him, but I just wasn't happy with the situation. I discovered that that's not up to him. He can only do so much. I have to self-reflect and be like, okay, what do I want? Let's get to the bottom of it.
It's just not up to you. You can do your best. You can do whatever you can do to help. But honestly, you cannot do anything to help without our number 7, which is super important. You have to communicate.
Oh, baby.
He dropped the communication part. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get you.
Keep on saying that on every video.
Literally.
Communication. You cannot go an inch in your relationship. You cannot take any steps without communication.
Amen, sister.
Things that took us so long to get over would just be done if we would communicate properly.
It could have literally been solved in a 15-minute conversation with mild emotion.
Like today.
Yeah.
Like we did today.
Exactly. Communication is the biggest thing.
On everything.
Yes.
Is the biggest on anything that got to do with any relationship for anyone.
You, as a person that's like having their partner come to live with you, you can go above and beyond to make them happy. But if you don't know what's going on inside of them, it just doesn't matter what you're doing. Don't be hard on yourself. Just communicate. Remove that like heaviness off your shoulders.
Look at that.
Look at us. Number
8. Ooh, we already got to 8.
Okay,
look at that. Number 8 is something that I want to say to all them guys, girls in my position. Do not cancel yourself. It was very easy to cancel yourself and try to put the job on hold and try to put meetings on hold and putting your friends and family on the side because the other side, the side they came and did the move, doesn't have it. And it was very easy to cancel and just be like, oh, I'm with her. At the end, it was not easy at all. It was the hardest thing because you cancel yourself and you will reach a point and you are exploding. You just explode. And the other side, in the beginning, doesn't even have the capacity inside him to even understand or to accept what you're saying. They're too much in their own hand, in their own feelings. Do not cancel yourself. You should do everything you can, put in everything you can, but remember that relationship is 2 people, and those 2 people need to be happy and feel that they have a place in their relationship and they're fulfilled, and just keep on doing your things. I enjoyed Natasha coming with me to a lot of things, and a lot of things I was like,
I think you should keep a routine. You go for coffee with your dad every Thursday morning. That's your thing. Continue with that thing. Your partner will eventually build their own life with time. You should spend time with your partner. And don't just like ditch them every day to like do things you want to do. Give them time to adjust. Give them time to develop their own friends. And you have to keep your own relationships going. Don't stop what you're doing.
You're gonna make adjustments and you're gonna make changes, whether you like it or not. But if there's some things that are very important, you have to keep on doing them.
Yeah.
You just have to keep on doing them. A long distance relationship a lot of time fails because people do not understand what they're going to go through. This is going to be a full-time thing. We passed those days.
Now it feels like a regular relationship. Now we're actually at the point where most couples would be at in the beginning.
Once you pass those things by actually learning about your relationship, you get the best out of it.
Long distance relationship makes you reflect on your own insecurity. It just shines the light on everything. It's been interesting.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
It's been one hell of a ride. So listen, if your partner is coming to your country, it's all good. You should be excited.
It's even great, and you have to be excited. If not, don't do it.
Just remember that these are the things that are going to come up. Hands down. This is just like a little preparation kit for you to get yourself, ready. And if you can pass through this, well, you guys are set for life, honestly. And feel the relationship. That's what you want. So give yourself space and some breathing room and support.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's actually close to the Jewish New Year, so we are going to tell you Shana Tova.
Okay.
Say
Shana Tova. Dreidel. I made you out of clay.
It's Hanukkah. If you like what you saw, make sure to click the subscribe button and the post notification bell. Support us. Tell us if there's points you think we should have said. You can add them in the comment section below. These are points that in general will help any relationship, I think, and most long distance relationship like we had. And we haven't even got close to talking about religion issues. That's for another video.
We're gonna save that for another day. So Shabbat Shalom.